Hello everybody, my name is Anju Balakrishna. I'm a legal intern of Lexis and Company, and today I'm here to talk about the Advocates Act 1961. What is the Advocates Act? It's basically just let's just understand it through the name. It's the act for all the advocates, and it was. But why was it created? What was the aim of creating the act? That is the first and foremost question. The Advocates Act is a legal foundation for advocates and was considered the reason for the establishment of bar councils and all Indian bars. Basically, the Advocates Act aims to unite and produce a single unit or single term for all the legal practitioners known as advocates. Because before the Advocates Act or before the establishment or of the Advocates Act, there were different terms for advocates known as wakils, lawyers, etc. So they decided that instead of providing different terms for advocates, just or lawyers or legal practitioners, we all the legal practitioners would be classified under a single unit known as the advocates, and there would be a mandatory common bar qualification required for a person to become an advocate. As I mentioned before, the Advocates Act also had an intention or the goal for establishing an all India Bar Council as well as the state bar councils. So now let's understand about how important an Advocates Act is. An Advocates Act is basically considered to be the basis of all the legal foundations related to legal practitioners, and it provides all the process or procedures needed in order to register with the state level bar council as well as to qualify in order to practice law. So basically, the Bar Council of India is considered to be the highest authority that establishes registration rules as well as regulations needed for the lawyers, and it also establishes the level of excellence or the level of achievements needed in order for legal organization to achieve their respective objectives, or for what is needed for a legal organization is also provided under the Bar Council of India. So the Advocates Act was also known as an updated version of the Indian Bar Council 1926, or it can also be known as a superseded version of the Act of 1926. Uh, the legislation decided that there must be different legal regulations and rules and regulations to legal practitioners too. Even though we are practitioners who practice the law, even we need to have our own rules and regulations that has to be followed and that has to be understood while practicing law. So there are some characteristics of the Advocates Act, and there are 7 characteristics, which is that as a result of this act, the Bar Council of India and the state bar councils were established, as I mentioned before. Second one is that any supporter may not serve more than one state board, which means they can be transferred between the different state boards, the different state bar councils, but they cannot be more a member of more than one state board. Third one is that this bar council is a self-governed form or establishment, and it would govern itself, so no one would have authority over it. Fourth one is that it was specified that comparable advocates list would be developed throughout the world. Fifth one is that it also has provisions for compiling all the legislations of the legal system in a single term. All the legislations related to the legal government or the legal field would be compiled into a single text under the Act. The sixth one is that different regulations for the Bar Council have been adopted both at the state as well as the federal level. The seventh and the last feature is that various titles such as lawyers and wakils were removed in favor of a single title known as advocates, as I previously mentioned or indicated towards all of you. Now, who is an advocate under the Advocate Act? All of us, or many of us who are watching this video, many of you guys who are watching this video are lawyers and might have, or are law students who have the intention to become an advocate in the future. It's important to know who is an advocate under the Advocates Act. So under the Advocates Act, an advocate is basically someone who enters on any role. There would be a common role provided in order to practice in the Supreme Court or any other high court or tribunal or any other body where an advocate is permitted to practice. And the person who enters under the role is known as an advocate, basic, in a simple sense. So the Legal Practitioners Act before the Advocates Act had, as I mentioned, multiple classifications of legal practitioners. advocates, attorneys, wakils, and other professionals were among them. But then these classifications were all eliminated, and only one type of advocate was recognized. However, on the basis of merits and experience, they can be classified as senior advocate and other advocates. And with the help of the advocate's approval, the High Court and the Supreme Court grants the rank of senior advocates. So basically, even though there's a single term for advocates, you can be divided among that as senior advocate, junior advocate, other advocates on the basis of your qualifications, your merits, your experiences. Misconduct of advocates are also penalized under the State Bar Council and under the Act, and Section 35 of the Advocates Act provides the penalization for the misbehavior of advocates. If an advocate commits any act that may result in a disciplinary action, the event would be reported to the State Bar Council as well as the disciplinary committee, and a procedure would be started against the specific advocate, and notification of the procedure would be sent to the advocate as well as the state advocates general, and action would be taken upon the circumstance, upon the proofs provided of his misbehavior. So we can understand that the Advocates Act covers various provisions, a variety of provisions and legislations related to lawyers, which includes the rules and regulations that are essential for a lawyer, as well as the penalties that can be provided in case of misbehavior, and a lot of different legislations needed in different situations. It's a vast act that has to be understood clearly. But then I hope that you could understand what an advocate is and how the misconduct of the advocate can be penalized under the act and why the act was formed. If you like the video, please press the like and subscribe button. I hope that you have a wonderful day ahead. Once again, thank you for visiting our channel. Please continue visiting our channel so that you can see videos in the upcoming days. Thank you.